Yo, what's up good people? Another episode ya kwa big up hivyo na facts moja murwa. Anyway, this episode is kind of sad and heartbreaking manze. So much heartbreaking. Now, my age bracket, man. We are so tired. We are tired of being scared. We are tired of being scared and not knowing why. We are tired because we are trying to change and not knowing how. And the worst thing about your change, Nyati, even if I change, I'm just left with me. Like, I'm just left with me, man. I'm me. Now, what this cycle has been doing is, it has been giving you a cycle of broken versions of yourself. Na kuna indo scenario una feel ni kama wazazi walikuachilia mapema, your folks ditched you a long time ago, hauna genuine friends, your social construct is damned. Una feel ni kama your siblings do not care, so you are just left with you manze. I'm just left with me. No matter how much I change, I'm just left with me. Now that is heartbreaking because most of us manze do not know how to move beyond that point. And it is also heartbreaking kwa sababu whenever it reaches this point tunajifungia kwa how, alafu this is what happens. Sometimes unaweza enda nje na tutakona unakaa happy, but what is going on in your mind, it's only you know. Na hapo hivyo ndio part na mention, you're only left with you, I'm only left with me. Ukijifungia, this is what happens. Unakuwa pressured juu si ati no man is an island. Unaona vitu, you are seeing things because things are moving. It's only that yours are not, but things are moving. And those things that are moving, they give you so much pressure. You become stressed out until eventually you enter into the depression mode. Now, depression is a product of three things. They are four, but I've termed them as three. The first is ignorance stroke arrogance. The second is worry. And the third is fear of doubt. Now, these phases come in stages. The first stage is the ignorant part and the arrogance part. Let me give you a scenario. You are in your prime days. Prime days zako manze zina demand you do so much. Unajua prime days ni ati you are given the chance to make mistakes over and over. Now, here's what happens. You know kabisa manze mimi ni I can make a very good plumber. That's one. I can make a very good comedian. I can make a very good musician. That one I can do. Lakini somehow in some way too una feel ni kama somehow you're not ready, ama somehow una feel ni kama hauna resources to execute that, ama una feel ni kama sometimes you may just be lazy, ama how we feel. Unajua saa hii manze tuko na hiyo disease flani ati do what makes you happy. Aya, wacha we do. Ama how we feel simply. Unajua but then ni funny that saa hii wase wanaweza acha kitu because see feel like I'm not feeling it. Okay. Now that is the ignorant part. Kenye unafanya ni ati you do not conduct research to whatever you want to do. Na how invest in it, you're not doing much about it. Now, the arrogance part is this. What you're not seeing, other people will see. And most often, they will tell you. Na by the way, watakuwa na kama nakwambia, by the way, buda, si unaweza imba, si hata uingie tu studio manzo ambaye umseni aje ni record, ama ujirecord na simu. Alafu, at the back of your mind utakuwa na feel, umse ananiambia nini bana. Nadhani sijaifikiria kitu kama hiyo. Ananiambia nini? Like, most of the time, itakuwa gani the arrogance part in your head. So utakuwa na feel mimi niko tu sawa. Mimi niko sawa man. Mbona sasa unaniingilia? Mbona niambia mimi niko sawa? Wewe usishughulike na maisha yako. Most of the time people will tell you. And listen. What do they always say about the will? Where there is will, there is a way. Now, every time unapata una reject what you feel you are inside, haukuangi idol, there is something else you are doing. Now, what that communicates ni ati your will is elsewhere. Haukuwagi tu ati umelala ati sasa kama natakanga kwa comedian now nimeacha kwa comedian nimelala. Ukwagi umelala, there's something you're doing. It's only that your will is there. Kama ni kufuata madem, that's where your will is. Now listen. If you have the will, the resources waga zikustui. You only need what is inside you. And that is all you need, manze. Hakuna kitu kingine unahitaji. Now, utapita your stage. Now, you will enter into the second stage. The second stage is the worry. The worry is people around you and the life will move forward. Life waits for no man. Life will move forward. And the people around you, kuna mmoja tu manze utasikia, walibuy land. Ala? Na utashtuka. Kuna mwingine manze atapata job because he's been applying, atapata. Mwingine manze ataoa tu alafu ataanza family, so whatever you used to do he cannot now do. Juu sahi yako elevated into another point. Now this brings in the worry part. The worry part ni ati you do not have nothing yet. Uko tu manze unafilwa saminda do. Sasa hapo vonda unaanza kurush. Unataka kutry this, unataka kutry that, unataka kutry this and that. Now enters the third stage, the fear of doubt. The fear of doubt ni ati everything you'll begin utakuwa unajidoubt. Am I good enough? Nafaa kufanya hii kweli? Now this part you can take anything that comes your way. Okay, ushaenda kwa mjei. Mjei has all ages. Okay. Sitaki kuingilia portion sana, lakini kuna mzai unaweza tu notice ako hapo not because anafurahia kwa hapo. Anyway, hakuna mtu anafurahia kumjei isipokuwa foreman. Hakuna mtu unaweza test kuna mzaa kwa hapo not because he wants to be there, but because the path is so dark he can't see any other way except that one. Now you receive anything, na hapa ikikuja inakuja na fear of doubt. Design utatry hii leo alafu utafeel kesho, wow, that was so hard, so utaachana nayo. Then ndio unajifungia kwa how you become pressured, stressed out, eventually the depression mode. Unataka kujiua kwa sababu life ni ngumu. Now I'll tell you something. Initially when God after me to create, this is what he did. He gave us 3 commandments. Number 1 commandment, he told us to multiply the earth. And number 2, not fornicate, multiply. Number 2, he told us that we should dominate. And number 3, alituambia to subdue. Now, ukiangalia tu dictionary yako fiti, utaona these words mean almost the same thing, all of them. Na kenye iko ni whenever una feel uko opposite of these commandments, unaanza ku feel oppressed. And what oppression does is that it gives you depression. Because life inakukalia. That is the summary of life kukukalia. You are not dominating, you are not multiplying. Lakini whenever you are on top of that thing, you are dominating, you are multiplying, you are subduing. In the scenario ya mtu ana subdue, you already have a job, you already have a vehicle, you already have a family. Now you can start helping the family. Unaweza anza kuinua siblings wako. Uko sure your folks manze awalalamiki kwenye uko sawa. That is the exact example of someone who is subduing. Now whenever you feel opposite of this, unaanza self doubt, unaanza worry, unaanza kuwa depressed, unaanza yani unakuwa all manner of kind that you can be. Now Adam and Eve were created, na wakaekwa kwa Garden of Eden, and they were given a commandment: you should not eat from that tree lest you be cast out. Now this is what a commandment does. A commandment gives you a very minimal chance of choice. A minimal chance of choice ni kumaanisha si hatuwezi make choice, lakini if you make choice that goes different, that goes opposite from this commandment, there will be serious repercussions. Now the serious repercussions za kina Adam and Eve kukula matunda ilikuwa ni kufukuzwa. The best part is this: the one who created you to dominate, subdue and multiply, he did not tell you to do that in his absence. I want you to get that right. Hakutuachia ati ndio hiyo earth fanyeni venye mimi nimeishia, mimi nimestep. Si nimewaachia, ako hapo akiconvince all. Si nimewaachia earth, si wache mimi ni step. Mimi si nikosa, nimewajengea kitu, acha mimi. Hiyo ilikuwa scenario. Ilikuwa ni alitu create kama partners. He created us and put us in something he himself created. Now, alitu create tukiwa partners. As you dominate together with him. As you subdue together with him. As you multiply together with him. You do not do that alone. Hauifanyi peke yako. And this is the good part ya kina nani kufukuzwa. Ya kina Adam and Eve kufukuzwa. If you have gone all the stages zenye nimesema, the third stage. The good thing yati, after Adam and Eve walifukuzwa, God did not leave them. Hakuwaambia sasa mimi niacheni mimi nikae kwa hii garden. Okay. Do you think that God needed that garden too much? Ati sasa nyie endeni wacha mimi nibaki. He did not. It is just the repercussions of their choices ndio zilifanya waende hivyo. So si ati aliwaacha. So Kenye iko ni, even if you've done all those mistakes, God is still together with you. Now, hapa hivi ndio the good part ya hii stuff. When God created us, alichukua tu mchanga, akaumba, akaeka mud, akaumba kamtu. Now, a kid out there might also take mchanga, aunde, aeke maji, aunde kamtu. The only thing atafanya ni ataanza kukamove. Kaizi move. The only thing God did yenye sasa sisi tunaweza move as partners but with a choice ya kumake ni ati aliput something into our nostrils. That is the breath. Na hiyo stuff in most cases ndio inakupatia depression. Let me tell you this. Unajua ukiishi Ocha unajua unaweza inaitwaje, unaweza kaa for a month bila kuingisha income na uko tu sawa, uko fiti. Wewe majioni yako inafikanga hapo, ama lunch yako unaingia tu hapo hivyo kwa shamba, unachuna tu vitu twako tu safi unakula, na for a month. It can go even for a year. Okay, year huwezi fika, lakini unaweza kaa for a month. Mimi nishaona msee anakaa for a month bila kuingisha income na uko tu sawa. Unacheki? Sasa the reason wewe una feel ni kama haufai kurudi Ocha, yet you know there is Ocha unaweza enda na utakuwa tu sawa. The reason una feel ni because una feel there is something huge in you, kitu inafaa ku come out and it's not out yet. Now here is the jinx of that stuff. When God instilled the breath in you, you became partners. You became partners juu una breathe hewa yake. Ndio maana saa yuke na msee akienda hosi ako in a critical state, the first thing those people do ni kuweka hizo oxygen kwa nini yake, because at that particular point the partnership is starting to fade away. The partnership inaanza kustep, and the only thing you can do now, support yourself na hizo vitu za hosi. Now begin to support yourself with another air, because this partnership is stepping. Ndio maana ukiona msee mwenye amekombolewa kutoka kwa critical state, mtu kama King Kaka alikuwa in a critical state, alitoka hivi kama ameanza tu kushukuru Mungu asante. Alitoka tu hivi akiwa tu ameanza kusema asante. Do you know why? Because at some point I feel the partnership fading away, the partnership going. Now the partnership in you, God anasemaga hivi, I will do things to glorify myself, not you. Now the reason una feel ni kama you should be something huge is because something in you, the partnership in you is feeling manze, and is somehow convincing you that manze, this is not where we are supposed to be. We are supposed to be in something huge, and what you've been doing all your life is trying to separate the partnership. Unajaribu tu ku separate the partnership. God has been telling you unadu si to try ku dominate base, si to try ku subdue, but all you've been doing is trying to divide the partnership. You've been fading away until you can do that for so long. It can only take time for so long. And that with being said, manze, tuache depression ban. Kubali kusubdue, kubali kudominate. In your prime years, do something.